Hi there, welcome to an Elite Dangerous stream. I'm hoping it's not going to be as jerky as the last one I did in No Man's Sky. Apparently I had an issue after an update of OBS. The moment the bit rate looks to be a bit more stable than it was. So we can but hope that it's going to be okay. We're doing some deliveries. A couple of bases here we want to complete, so I'm going to do that just now. I think this is one by way of a test, as I say, after the day before. So I need to do another No Man's Sky one, but I've kind of lost the progress. And I was building up a little library of expedition stuff, so that's a shame. But such is technology. Anyway, we'll get down on the surface and we'll start delivering some of this stuff that we've got. Working on a few systems of late the last couple of days. Today is Halloween, so there's a kind of a Halloween event on the go. I've not done any of that stuff. I believe there's some cash and some paint jobs at the end of the thing, so... So we've kind of topped the carrier up with a load of steel and some other wee dribs and drabs, which will leave us not much left to do, I don't think, on these bases. Maybe some aluminium and titanium, I don't really remember. We won't finish this today. We may finish it tomorrow. We're kind of clearing our feet of all the builds that we've had on the go on with my commanders. Good.
Orbital flight engaged.
Been a bit of work done on a friend's system. Got a Coriolis and... I'm going too fast there, look. He's got a Coriolis and an Orbis partially complete. So I wouldn't be going over there today though. Had a lot of delivering over there, so Phaser who's been out. Thinking that, yeah, definitely. that last OBS upgrade was a little bit bugged. And whatever I've done has sorted it, that's good. I've got a couple of bases here that are fairly close together. Um, 8. I think this is maybe the 5th build in this system. Although I really, to be honest with you, I don't really remember. So, and my files are kind of all over the place. So, which is life.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I think I had 11 robotics left. Oh, it's God's law on it. You're almost run out. So, what is left? Robotics, aluminium, and steel. Excellent. Oh, and all the steel for the other bases and the carrier. And I think there's a little bit of time. So there wasn't any here. So we'll get the steel done in this. And then we'll get the steel done in the other base and any kind of titanium or anything else I've got lying about.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, I'm making my nose down too far.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, touched like an elephant. Every time I stream I do that. And one look of shame. First of the many. I don't think I'm going to be streaming very long here. I just want to test the things working and then I'll probably go back and do some No Man's Sky because we're in an interesting bit of the second phase of that expedition. Which is kind of good. And last I looked, I had 9 days to finish it, but a couple of days has went by since then, so I probably need to jog on and get that finished before I run out of time.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, so it's not letting me do it with that. Well, okay. Hey, sorry about that. Phone call at most unfortunate time. Not a whole world of people out there, I guess.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So let's get the steel done in this place here.
Landing gear retracted.
And then we should have enough left to get the other one done as well.
Ship departure confirmed.
With a little bit left over for, I don't know, titanium maybe? Free up some space in the old carrier again.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
See if we can avoid coming out too slow, too fast, or too steep, or whatever the hell it was we did that last time.
orbital flight engaged.
Hold on.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, 1156. Okay. Get 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 all of that, and then we'll go back and get more. I never brought any out after.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
We're now coming up to November in the year. Tomorrow's the start of November. So we've had what? 10 months went by in 2025. So we'll get the old updated development roadmap of Elite Dangerous for this year and see where we are compared to the targets that the Frontier had set themselves.
Frameshift drive charging.
And we'll have a little chat about it. Been a fair bit happened this year,
3, 2,
and probably more so than this simple, graphical to deal with. But suffice to say, it's probably been another good year for Elite Dangerous. What we'll do is we'll get this delivery finished. We'll head back to the carrier to pick up the next stuff. I don't want to hit the screwdriver, I'm just going to go flying by it again. Pull myself a wee coffee here on a flask.
landing gear deployed.
We'll get 1,156. Cool. Get that, and we'll not bother with anything else. Get back here. And we'll take that titanium and then let's steal the rest of the way till it's done. And we should only be left with excuse me, a couple of commodities for this system finished. $1,159 was that I said? 1,156. Run back to this again.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship has departed. The launch underway.
Oh.
Docking request granted.
I'm not actually on the right commander to look at this system properly, because it's Ecstasy on Cosmic. Got the fleet carrier
Lighting gear
here.
deployed.
But I've got 2 ground bases here. I've got in here a little outpost thingy. Not sure if it's a comm station or what it is.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
And yeah, this system was a bridge that I built to get further along on the road to Witchhead Nebula. But there's a couple of planets here that are probably worth putting something on. Although I wanted to get metal here in the ground, so. But I can't see how many tokens I've got. And I can't build something to go into the right guy. That's what it is. My God, I've got 100 left. Gee. Okay. But we have got some aluminium as well there, so. So we're going to go back and we're going to get that 100 and then the other stuff. That was me reading the text properly. And then I'm afraid we have to go back and get aluminium at another time, because do it on X, I suppose, but there's a load of runs to be done then.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And there's no happy medium, is there? You either go too far or you don't go far enough. Co-drive automatic cut-off, that's what.
Request accepted. Maintain an appropriate speed during approach. Request accepted.
Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
I would say that whatever OBS have done, they've fixed. That's good. That's good. Back up my plan this week. Not to worry. Yes, they can do that. OBS and any software update is prone to risk.
Docking confirmed. Ship has docked. Your ship has docked, Commander.
Okay, so let's get that. This and 100 here, it's going down the stair, and the rest is going to the other base.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Hey, Phaser, how you doing? How you doing? Hey. So, OBS was doing, oh man, funny things when I did the No Man's Sky stream. It seems to be stable again now, so I've took a wee test run as I'm delivering this stuff to this base and the other base. And then I'll probably do a No Man's Sky stream, but yeah, it's good to see you, pal. Oh, and it's what, 4 o'clock, so got a coffee left to drink, and then maybe think about getting dinner later, so this is not going to be a long stream. Not a long stream, we're already 43 minutes in. Time flies when you're having fun. So to anybody who watches me in Disney know, Fraser is my partner in crime when it comes to colonisation. He is a machine when it comes to building bases, especially the big ones. Carrie, thank you for your help, dude. It's really appreciated, and I'm pretty sure I speak for anybody who I've been helping build, and you've went along there and dropped some well-required commodities that they appreciate it as well. I'm at one of X's build sites. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a kind of little review because I'm pretty sure I remember where they are. I'm going to empty the steel that I've got after I deliver this. We're trying not to crash into the planet and come out a frame shift too steep or too slow or too fast. Or, you know, this orbital mechanics shit that the game's got. You know that kind of stuff. Got a habit of crashing lately. This was one of the sites I built as a bridge, and I decided to experiment with the planetary bodies. This was before, I built these things before Frontier changed the colonisation parameters.
Orbital flight engaged.
So it was still a bit of a challenge building stuff back then. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm not going out to Sliggs' base today. We did a fair bit of work on that, so... and I spoke to him... Oh, he wrote to me earlier the day, he's working today, so... He's hoping to get back on it, I think, tonight, although I don't know, it depends on his work. So he's in for a wee treat. I did tell him there was some progress on it, but I never actually said to him it was finished. The Coriolis anyway. Starting about here like a bus hose.
Docking request granted.
Alright, so this is one of Ecstasy Systems. Oh wait a minute, let's do this properly. Let's get the system map up. I really like this addition they've got to the galaxy map, because you can get everything up here, commodities wise. So that's what's left out of these two builds. Not a lot. I've got the steel, and we'll get the steel finished, and I'll be left with titanium on one base. And aluminium in that one. I'll have aluminium. Oh. $270. Oh, that's good. He's got, I'm pleased he's got that was the idea. He's got a local outpost out there, so that's cool. Always good when you're building a big Orbis station to get a little bit of help. Even just coming back to the game and it's moved on a few percent. But databases are really my gripe about the Panther Clipper as a colonization ship. It's great as a hauler and it's great as a CG ship and stuff. But you need the maximum capacity cargo in that for an Orbis station, and to protect yourself you're going to be taken away for that, so yeah. So this one's got 100 steel left because I can't count, and the other one is going to need all three of the commodities, so we'll get rid of the steel. We'll maybe get this close to finished next time we come back, although I don't know. So looking at that, we should have 100 steel to drop here. The biggest build is the biggest build in the game is a primary Orbis, because it's the primary base. After that, I think it's the ground port and the tier 3 ground port and the Orbis when it's the second build. I don't know what the difference of them, but they're both over 200k commodities, so it's neither here nor there really. So we've managed to batter this one down to just a wee bit of aluminium left, so that's cool. And the next base, tried to get it as close to 200 kilometers away, but I think I noticed something in the ground and put it somewhere I liked. As you do. Eight to 10 fleet carrier loads, yeah.
Frame shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I've really got a sense of admiration for the commanders that are doing colonisation with a fleet carrier. On a Panther Clipper alone and flying it all over the place, it's just... I think that's madness, but you're play to them. I knew that the Panther Clipper's actually available to purchase for in-game credits. I would imagine there'll be a hell of a lot more of them flying around. Quite dark. I'm on the dark side of the planet. Eight. Yeah, I think he knows about it. My God, how many folk are going to buy second Panther Clippers to do that? Dear. The frustrating thing about that is you maybe only got the engineered cargo racks, which is
Docking request granted.
right. Ground port plus shipyard there. That's a torture trying to get tech level up to 35. It's the only way you can get one unless you build a big ground
Landing
port.
gear deployed.
I wonder if the tier 2 is automatically got it. I don't know if it is. A tier 2 ground port and an automatic tech level 35. Huh. That'll be another experiment for us.
Engines disengaged.
Okay. So this should get rid of a bit of the titanium. It's all I've got. And now we're on to getting rid of the rest of this steel. So when we're finished this one, we're going to have titanium and aluminium, and that's it. Oh, I noticed that. I mentioned that fact the last time I streamed Elite Dangerous. They've been really sneaky Frontier with this engineered cargo rack stuff. We're really needing to get that on a 7 and a 8. And hopefully they'll do that. Hopefully they'll be understanding, especially when we go greater distances. Honestly, as it is when it comes to colonisation, you, you're barely getting 1% on a Coriolis build for handing in a whole load. It's no good. Either that or they tinker with the commodities to build the bases, but there'll be a lot of pissed off people with that because you make decent credits, you know. Anyway, the title of this, the title of this little theme is that we're waiting for phase 5. So let's get the roadmap up. Now I've done a little bit of a manipulation on the roadmap here, and I've updated it to kind of where we are. So Trailblazers, if we remember, it was actually meant to be something that was happening last year, but they hadn't finalised it. So colonisation bit was something we tried to get into the end of 2024, but just wasn't perfected. And then we never really seen it till a fair bit through the start of the year. If I remember right, maybe the end of January or February time. And then we were colonising our little arses off and blasting out for the bubble in every direction you can possibly think. And there's been, fair to say that it's been actually a fairly successful patch. Generated a lot of interest, especially with bigger squadrons And especially with the guys that's planning to go Distant Worlds 3 next year. We're all the way out to distant nebulas and all sorts of nonsense. So, our pet project was the Witchhead Nebula. We ended up stopping at what we christened the Witchhead Rest no long ago. Built a fair bit of resources and stuff there. So I have noticed a few other commanders, fleet carriers floating about, and they're obviously changing the prices of my tritium bases and stuff. They vary depending on the thing. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll go to HIP 8761. We're not that far along the phase bit here, so that's where we are now. So yeah, so after Trailblazers, the next thing was phase 2, which was the release of the Corsair, which was one of the new ships. So we got 4 ships this year, and the Corsair was the first. And that came out around about the same time. I think the Cobra Mark 5 went available for credits. The last of the ones last year. And it was the fifth new ship into the game since this new model of Elite Dangerous appeared. And it's fair to say that the month of so February through April and then up until summer was kind of good news for Elite Dangerous. You never bought a Corsair? I don't think I did. I think I bought one for credits, but I don't think I had any apps to get one. So. However, during the I think there was it Burpit that had some kind of convention in a bar in England. He had a whole bunch of the elite team together, and the Frontier guys turned up. And during that event is when they introduced the pictures of the new ship, and yeah, it was probably the weakest secret of this expansion. And everybody realised that the Panther Clipper Mark II was coming, and it was a fair buzz about that. Not only that, the other thing that had been redacted information up until then was that they were going to be doing some tinkerings with Power Play and introducing Power Play 2 and Vanguards. So I think Vanguards, if I remember right, came out in August. That was delayed a little bit. That introduced the strongholds, so the what do you call it, sorry, no Power Play 2, that was before that introduced the Vanguards introduced the thing for the squadrons, and there was the squadron carrier that appeared in August time. And we haven't really had much to do with that. We've got our own fleet carrier, so but by all accounts, there's been a whole heap of new squadrons appeared, and people are all working together, so that's pretty good. Yeah, pick one. Squadron carriers, yeah. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any in our system. No. So yeah, so the Panther Clipper came in the summer, and the Stronghold Carrier and the Vanguards patch came in August, and then we sat there. Well, I sat there mainly moaning the Panther Clipper wasn't big enough, much to the disagreement of the community in general. I guess I've spoke to a few people who basically think don't agree with my viewpoint in that. So. And I see it as a ship that's been released during the patch when the big event was Colonising. And as much as it's a fine ship for Holland and a fine ship for CGs, as I say, it's not got enough capacity for a single player to do colonisation without a hell of a grind. And that even includes if you use it as a support vessel for a fleet car. That's my honest opinion, and it hasn't changed. Although to not use one would be idiotic because it's still the biggest smaller in the game. I'm no going to be participating in this glorious chat that seems to begin in this ship and how wonderful it is. And people who think it's wonderful aren't colonising enough. And people aren't colonising enough in general because it's dead easy to get burnt out, especially on an Orbis build. That's just a fact. There's so many people who have been colonising and had to give it a break. I mean, we've built 2 Orbises. This is the third Orbis that Phaser and me have worked on, not including the very first one, which was Starcats. But this is the third one we've built since then. And I think after the first one, you were pretty exhausted with it. I was close to that myself with mine, so we got our mojo back and we've helped Sligs along the way. So who's next? I don't know, but building Orbises isn't something I don't think I would be doing. I think the next time we build an Orbis, mate, we'll be looking for a water world to get a really good population buff. Water worlds seem to give you a hell of a population buff. And yeah, so then we got to where we kind of are now. After summer, we had the autumn and phase 4, and that introduced the Type 11 Prospector. The partners got to play with that ship before anybody and gave some really good feedback to Frontier, especially about things like photosensitivity and that. So. And that really became a good ship. I've not heard anybody have anything but praise for that ship for a mining. You got a lovely water world system built, yeah. And I keep meaning to check the population over there. Maybe do that before I leave so that I can see it. So now the Prospector, the Type 11 Prospector, I don't have. I used the last arts I had to get Panther Clipper on Ecstasy, and knew that ship's available for purchase. I'm wondering if that was the right call, but what's done is done, so be it. So I'll be trying to get a Type 11 Prospector, definitely on my main, who's going to head back to Colonia at some point. And yeah, that takes us, the Prospector came out in September. We're now on the last day of October. And so far, what the redacted ship is going to be for the winter and the new feature that's mentioned in that roadmap in front of everybody, we have absolutely no idea, none of us. There'll be speculation galore, but essentially none of us know. Have I engineered X's Panther Clipper Mark II? I've got all the stuff to do it, but because it's a the ARCS one, I should be able to transfer it to Colonia without too much cost. And I know that you can buy Mark II cargo racks out there. So yeah, I've got the engineering done on the main things, and I've got all the Colonia engineers unlocked in X and C Cosmic anyway. So I'm not worried about that. Did I get all the? And I think I've got the maximum number of these new cargo racks. So let's talk about these, right? The Mark II cargo racks was introduced only for the Panther Clipper, which is fine, right? I don't quite understand why Frontier just didn't give a Class 9 cargo rack and be done with it, right? I don't understand what all this magic is. So we've now got the the 8D Mark IIs and the 8Es in the original. So Colonia calling, aye. I like Colonia. Colonia's a fun place to play the game. And I'm kind of, if I'm honest with you, Phaser, I've done power play on Beta guys. I'm at 100 or 100 plus on Beta guys. I've got all the weapon modules. So the reason I brought Ecstasy back to the bubble was purely for power play too, so that I can get the modules, which are fun. I don't do as much power play stuff as I did when I hit rank 100. So it was purely for module getting for me, which maybe know what Frontier wanted, but I've spent more time colonising than anything else. So, and yeah, so the Mark IIs are fine. The Panther Clipper's got its own special cargo rack so that it can be the biggest hauler in the game. I don't have a problem with that. That's what everybody expected of that ship. However, they've introduced the engineered cargo racks. And I just see that as an admission that the Panther Clipper didn't have enough cargo space for colonisation, so they're upping it by nefarious means. But this is a good thing, because if they ever get an engineer for that we can use to take original cargo racks and upgrade them ourselves, which they should do, because there's a lot of commanders floating about out in the black and out in Colonia who haven't come back to do the... They've done CGs, right, in the bubble for getting these cargo racks. But there's a whole player base based in Colonia. Why are they not doing that kind of CG there to give they guys the chance to get that feature as well? It's no fair that they've only got this stuff in the bubble. So come on, Frontier, think of the people in Colonia. Get them to get it as well, or open up the engineers. I done the same. I put that new one for the last CG on my T8, but I think it would probably be a good one to go into a Type 11 as well. Although I haven't got one to test that way. So, because by all accounts, getting the ore in quick is a good wee shit for that. So yeah, so these engineered cargo racks it could be a good thing if they have them, because it may start to make some of the original ships in the game viable again. And the way I see it, two things is going to happen, and that's one of them. Get these engineered cargo racks to up capacity of some of the older ships. But also, let's get Sirius back in the engineering groove and come out with an alternative to the SCO drive. Because without that, none of the old ships are really going to be viable. A decent SCO drive is pretty good. I think exploration wise, I don't think whatever the day to try and bring back the viability of Asp Explorers and they kind of ships. I think it's going to matter. I think the Mandalay is just so good for exploring that nobody's going to not exploring it. They might go to a Cobra Mark 5 because it's got a smaller footprint, so it can be a bit easier to land in rocky planets, man. And yeah, we're in the middle of phase 5 now, or maybe at the start of it, and it's Halloween, so there's a whole Halloween paper trail apparently in the game. I haven't started it. I might do it. I don't know. And the thing that Fraser mentioned is HIP 87621 and a mystery that was created a couple of months ago, maybe last month, from a scientist called Terry Tora, who has basically said what this October Corporation are doing in that system is going to blow everybody's minds. So is this the new feature? A little thing they did, kind of off base with Great Flurry, was they increased the range of the Artemis' suit scanner. Now, I haven't found that greatly useful yet, but I haven't done enough exobiology to see it's a definite positive or not. Maybe when I do a exploration stream and put my add-ons in to help me with all the exobiology stuff again, I'll comment on it more. So But it kind of reeks of the SCO drive, which got introduced last year without any flurry, and it's been one of the biggest changes to the game that you could possibly have. So, but yeah, so looking at that graphic, that's kind of where the roadmap is. And coming up now to the 1st of November, we have no idea what the new ship's going to be, and we have no idea what the new features. So we must be getting close to the time Frontier actually takes. Because they're running out a year. they're running out a year. I would personally love to see the new ship to be either a Guardian hybrid ship or a Thargoid ship that's been converted to human use. I think that would be really cool. But that's just me speculating. I've got no idea what's coming, and I don't think anybody else does. I just hope that Frontier do. Could it be that it's another feature that rolls over to next year? Possibly. And if that's the case, then that was the same as last year. So be it. I'm pretty sure the new ship will happen. But November is going to be starting tomorrow, and then December's coming after that. Then there's a Christmas break and all the good stuff. So time is of the essence for the game. And yeah, I've spoken enough, I think, about the roadmap. So we'll move back over to the game. I've flown back to the carrier because I can multitask better than anybody. Might not get it done properly, but I can do it better than anybody. So yeah, I hope that summary was alright, Fraser. I'm not going to give us any big feeling or any big clickbaity crap about how I review the year. I'll let others do that. I think it's the same as last year. It's been pretty good content. I've really enjoyed the colonisation side of things. It's kind of lasted right through its release till now. It's only now I'm kind of flagging. Power Play 2 lasted right up until I got to rank 100 and 100 plus and got all the weapons open, so that's unfortunate, but unless you're part of a bigger group maybe doing that, that's what's going to happen. I do like the fact that the background sim can be affected by anything you do in the game. Not sure if it's a more transparent way than it was before. And I know that it was kind of bugged, and they've only just patched the game to fix that. Doing background stuff to manipulate our systems could be great fun, but I don't honestly know if I've got the time to commit to the game to do that. Hello, Old Virgin. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, 07 mate. You just missed me talking about the development roadmap for 2025. So when this thing gets uploaded onto YouTube, I'll probably chapter it so people can go and watch it if they want. Hopefully you were here and heard all that rambling. If you've any comments, give them. Right, I'm going. Where am I going? I'm going to empty the steel. Getting rid of the steel. I've got another system on Ecstasy Phaser that's partially built as well. So trying to rack my brains where that is. I can't quite remember. I might have to log over to another guy to do it. I'm pretty and I'm spot on. Oh, there, you're just a charmer. Oh, sorry, I'm pretty spot on. Oh, sorry about that. I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Well, that's good. If I'm spot on, then I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's the way the world goes, isn't it? So, and I hope all of us that's still playing Elite is looking forward to this new feature. But I've never. It's been really kept under lock and key. It's stuck in a box inside a mystery wrapped in a riddle, and yeah, all that stuff. With a combination lock and a chain on it. And that's no what's happened before. There's always been a wee sneak. We really miss no having the what do you call it thing, the weekly news podcast. Oh, for sure. But there's a lot of people who are professional moaners, and they don't focus on the good stuff, they just focus on the negative. What I don't understand about somebody, if they're playing a game and they don't like it, why don't they go and fucking play something else? It doesn't make any sense, really.
Request granted.
Maybe they just like to moan. And that being said, I think you're entitled to constructive criticism, and I believe the Type 11 Prospector showed that, because we got a much better ship on release after they let the partners have a play about with it. And I mean, the photosensitivity thing, it wouldn't have clicked with me, because I don't suffer for that. I probably would have said, oh, that's a bit bright, and that would have been it. But that kind of feedback's kind of good, because it's no any fun for people when they're suffering with that kind of stuff. And the fact that it couldn't keep up with the old miners was probably key as well. And that's the one thing the Panther Clipper wasn't at fault. It was outstripping everything else via hauling capacity. So that wasn't my complaint. I hate being misquoted for that. They're awful good at that. But you released a ship during a colonisation bit of the game that's needs more cargo space. 1,100. Well, you don't like Power Play 2 or Colonisation. Just know your cup of tea. Well, it'll be if you like exploring, as long as there's something in the game for you, mate. That's what matters.
Ship released.
I don't know if it's because I started streaming. I tend to try and do most of the stuff that's in the game. I think I was kind of like that before I streamed anyway. So. But as long as whatever you do, you find fun in, if that's blowing up Fargoids or killing other NPCs, flying into stars and getting lost in space, then so be it,
Frameshift drive charging.
I think Distant Worlds 3 is happening next year, so I thought maybe the new feature would be something related to that, but honestly, it's just an unknown quantity so far. I did a bit of power play the first time around. So it's better now. I think it's better now as it was than what it was before. And the background sims obviously had to be rejigged a little bit to cope with all the new systems and data and whatnot that's happening. So it's the Frontier's credit that they've managed to pull that off. I don't remember can't remember if it was a Bird video or somebody else, but there was a list of how many systems had been colonised and built and God knows what else, and it's ridiculous numbers really. But the simple fact is, we've still only explored and visited 0.007% of the galaxy. There's a fucking shit ton of stuff out there we're never ever going to see. Hello! Hello FM Woody, welcome to the stream. Thanks for saying hello. I think there's going to be a power play war over that. I would agree with you, this territory thing, that the powers are going to get their oar into it, but it's what are they fighting for? You know, what is that going to be? Why is Elite Dangerous not got a bigger audience? It's a really interesting point, I think that. I think there's a lot of us who are quite dedicated to the game, who go back in the years to the original, and it's got a place in our old hearts within the 80s. I'm sure one of the players, I played the original, I'm going to crash, Oops. Remember me saying I could multitask better than anybody? Sometimes I crash when I do it though.
Landing gear deployed.
I try to do space games, and I think one of the things Elite Dangerous has got now, considering it's been on the go for 10 years, is itself. It's a hell of a learning curve for somebody new to come into the game. And you don't really appreciate that if you're an existing commander, because you learn things in stages, you know. I noticed that when I tried to play X4 Foundations, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I've not given up on trying to play that game. I'm just going to take a step back and think about it first. The other space game I play a lot of is No Man's Sky, and I think the depth of content in No Man's Sky is actually second to none, although it's a different game. Flight-wise, there's nothing like Elite Dangerous. No, I agree with you. You feel as if you're actually in space, and I know it's not. I know it's no real orbital mechanics and stuff, and faster than light and all this magumba, but yeah, you think you're in a Star Wars. If you'd asked me when I was a kid, you'll be playing a game that's like this, I wouldn't have believed you. We need fuel. 5,000. Have I got enough? That's not going to be enough. I thought I had enough. Oh, I miscounted. Might have miscounted. Why could there no be a button here? Unload everything. One button into the cargo. Don't transfer all to ship. Just unload all of it. As much of this as I've got, it can fit. Put it in there. Quality of life. That would be a good button. The as much as you can button. That's what we need. Remember playing I remember playing Elite New Kind. I don't remember where I found it. Maybe it was on a magazine for a PC mag or something. And that was when they took the original game and put it on PCs and more modern hardware. That was kind of cool.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Well, you see the orbital systems when you're looking at the Odyssey map. If you look at it long enough, you'll actually see stuff moving. Or if you're fortunate enough to go to one of these planets that's defying the laws of gravity and spinning at a hell of a rate, then you'll see it there as well. I much prefer the way Elite Dangerous deals with that model than the other games where had a time lapse. I mean, it would be difficult to do that in a multiplayer game, I guess. But the fact they've got the FSD travelling at high percentages of the speed of light is kind of cool. Although I do get frustrated when I walk on a space station that doesn't have any gravity on it, and it tells you it doesn't have any gravity on it, and all the papers are lying on the floor, and all the cans are lying on the floor. Really, they should be all floating about. But I'll give that a wee bit of artistic license. I think that's fair enough. Right, okay.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship release confirmed. The launch underway.
Newtonian physics. It's kind of funny when somebody breaks it because of a new feature. So that lantern lighthouse that went ape shit when it was constructed in the early colonisation next to Neutron Star, that was kind of funny. Glue, they glue themselves on it. They got sticky feet, sticky hands.
You have departed the no-fire zone. Goodbye.
I can forgive the artistic license. Yeah, just makes me smile.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But yeah, for sure, I agree with the sentiment. There's something about Elite Dangerous that always brings me back. That's kind of cool. I remember the first time Horizons came out and I landed on a planet like this. I was absolutely blown away. And it can't be easy. Because there's no many games do it, you know. Some of them, they go to the cutscene cheat and the hidden loading screen behind the cutscene. The added lid, yeah, the added lids to the cups. Yeah. Why don't they spill out and turn into a big ball? Because that would be cool. That would be great. On the lid spilled a big ball of floating tea. Been watching too many videos of the guys in the International Space Station eating their M&Ms inside the bubble of the water. That was cool. The burning question I've got about next year is what is going to happen first. Are we going to land on the moon again before Distant Worlds 2 reaches its destination? I think if we go to the moon again, that might stop me playing the game for a wee bit to watch that. I wonder if they'll lift the permit lock in the moon if we go back to the thing in real life. That'd be cool.
Landing gear deployed. inaccessible. Engines disengaged.
Landing on the surface, it's just so much longer than docking in a space. Very weird. But unfortunately, sometimes you need
Landing gear
to build
retracted.
these kind of bases.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Nearly there. We're nearly there. Oh, nearly. Had time to scratch the nose.
Welcome, Commander. Follow standard flight protocols around this carrier. Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander. Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking confirmed. Ship is secure. Welcome, Commander.
I think I've got more steel than I need. Better looking at it than looking for it again. I know that you can get this out slightly quicker if you sell it to yourself, but can't be bothered with messing with it. Carrier. Commodities market thingy.
maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Clamp released. Ship departure confirmed.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No crashing into stuff now, which is good.
Docking request granted.
What are we going to have? 2 more trips, maybe? And then we'll kind of need to get the rest of the stuff, which will be another day, I would think.
Landing gear deployed.
We're going to finish this delivery
Engines disengaged.
and then take a little break for charging the batteries. Going for a pee. And then we'll have a look at this Halloween treasure hunt. That's all about. Oh, we might be alright. 2 degrees left. I think I planned it, wouldn't you?
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Gonna get the score right this time. Wow! Boom! That was pretty good. I thought I'd blown it though.
Welcome, Commander. This carrier is currently accepting docking request. Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander. Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking accomplished. Ship has docked. Welcome, Commander.
Might have to, I might have to go to the intermission early because the back teeth are floating here.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Move clear of the landing pad.
The engine sounds like it's going to fall off in this ship though.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Orbital flight engaged.
put the old night vision on. I think the stream can handle it. Good. Good to see that all working again.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
One, 2, 5, 8. Nice. Come on, I can do this.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Back to situation normal. Oh. I was so chuffed with myself. I should have quit when I was ahead. It's not too bad, I guess. All that win. Too much Delta V.
Welcome, Commander. Communications are open if you require docking access. Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander. Request accepted.
Getting a bit peckish, to be honest.
Landing gear deployed.
12:58. Did I put a wee bit of aluminium in before? Right, let's go get this delivered.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship release confirmed. The launch underway. You have departed the no-fire zone.
Drive
Goodbye.
charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Orbital flight engaged.
Ooh, this might be too fast.
Hull integrity
Oh,
compromised.
why do you do this whenever I'm in a hurry? Ah, damn it. I put the brakes on there.
Docking request granted.
Right, I'm going to let this dock and I'm going to go and get another fresh drink and a quick bio. And when I come back, we'll have a look at this Halloween thing that's on the go. don't know, maybe be about 5 minutes, and I need to go a place when I get back. Okay, let's get back into it. So we're going to hand this stuff in. Going to go and have a look at this Halloween event. Okay, we're up to 70% and we've got aluminium and tritium left there. Fine. That'll be something we need to finish later on, so let's get ourselves back to the carrier.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
way too early. Bottled it. I bottled it there. I'm not exactly sure how many steps that this has got, but for full disclosure, we're going to use the guide in Canon so that we don't need to think too hard. And we want to go and get some dinner soon, so we're over 2 hours now, so let's see how long this takes to do it from scratch. I don't know if there's any special requirements for ships or SRVs or any of this nonsense. So we'll get the Mandalay out with the SRV on it. Got a decent jump range.
Welcome, Commander. Thank you for visiting this carrier. Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander. Request accepted.
Okay, so this event was initiated by this
Landing gear deployed.
message in the game on the 28th. Will Jessup is telling us about a true tale of the darkest space. Follow me as I uncover the crimes of this crazy family. Right. Come find me at Hartsburg Terminal in Sargar. Saragia. So that's where we have to go. Saragia. Okay, let's see how far away we are for that. Saragia. 200 in low, 21 light. Let's go. 3 jumps. Super Mandalay. Might be a wee bit rough steering this, because I've been flying a Panther Clipper for a while.
Ship released.
This one will turn on a dime. Whoa. Yeah. Out.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have departed the no-fire zone. Good luck, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four,
Sticky mouse, sticky mouse. Oh.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Loads of carriers here. Communication beacon. That's probably what I'm looking for. Oh, I've not seen one of them close to a station before. That's kind of cool.
Peterson, Charlie Oscar Sierra. For now, the Imperial General Section. Please maintain decorum when conducting business at this facility.
Right, so we've got another email for us speaking. Welcome back to another grim episode of Macabre and Monsters. Will Jessup here, bringing you another wretched tale. Tale? From the black heart of the void. Today we're cracking open a case from one of the nastiest legends to emerge from the frontier. The Colgrave family. For decades, this bunch has been described as so depraved they made the Phagos clan look. Who is the Phagos clan? Can't even imagine how sick you need to qualify. But this family did it. I know, it sounds like a tale, tall tale, told over booing in Tory Mega Gin, Blackwater Outpost. But this story refuses to die, unlike the poor colonists who ran into them over a few years ago. Sorry, was that joke too dark? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Ghosts and Goblins Out. Right, okay, here we're getting to the gist of it. My next stop is 67 104 117 107 117 110 for the story began. That's ASCII. That's ASCII code. And it means Ukun. Let's go there. ASCII 67. 65's an A. CH. Hide it. That's handy, yeah. Oh, it's behind the planet. That's annoying.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
I've got to put my foot down the pedal.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's hold this system, see what we've got. Oh,
Fuel
damn it.
scoping. Fuel scope disengaged.
Mickey Mouse, come on. Oh dear. Right, let's see. Compromised nav beacon. Not that. I don't see point of interest though. Planets. Must need to be a bit of scanning here. Human 13. Oh, I don't know. I reckon I need to go there. let me check. Oh, cat. I see cat. Oh, I'm in the wrong place if I follow it. That's funny, isn't it? Really? That's weird. Location. Why is it yellow? I've never seen a human signal being yellow before. Let's go here. If I go to the wrong place, I go to the wrong place. It's not like canon to be wrong, eh? I suppose we're only human, right enough. Thank you for the tip. See what happens. When I get to the offending wrong point, you can point me in the right direction. If that would be so nice. Communication beacon. That's where I'm going. I'm going there. That's a gimme. Oh, you need an SRV. Shit. Damn it. I've got one. God. Don't know if I've got an SRV. Really? We've got one. I don't have one. Brilliant. So much for planning, huh? Is there a station? Voting station. An SRV. Uh-oh. Gravity well. Gravity unwell. They're so cool, these ships. They just turn on a dime. What's the chances of them having?
Docking request granted.
What's the chances of them having a SRV here? Is that a possibility?
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
ASCII's no a code. ASCII's no a code anybody that uses a computer shouldn't know, so that's pretty easy. None of this cipher nonsense that they did before. Oh, they've thought everything, didn't they? They've thought everything. What? I've not got a car. That's good. I never remember that warning coming up before. Right, let's get to this landing place. I applaud that decision to put a base here, Frontier. That's really good.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Yeah, of course it's going to be in the dark.
1. Engage.
When you put a communication beacon, obviously you put it in the dark.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, the Mandalay is so maneuverable compared to the Panda Clubber. Oh man. I wonder if joysticks make it a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? The same, if it evens it out, it seems dead. The mouse just seems to be nuts on this kind of shit. I wonder if there's going to be anybody shooting at me. Let's see gravity here, 0.42.
In operation at this point. Submitted docking request before touching down, Commander.
20 dot, I want to land here. Instead of speaking.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, let's hope I'm no too close. Or I'll drive round the back end here.
Warning.
Okay, we got more. Yep, we got more. Ooh. The legend goes that the Colgraves were just another large family here. Bedford's inheritance. Mon Paul Colgrave. 3 kids, 5 cousins, 2 grandmas, and a great big feather bed. Enough to eat a colony out of house and home, or just a colony. Oh, gross. That's gross. Ugh. Tales about the Phagos dredger are bad enough. Just tens of thousands of isolated spacers who like nothing better than terrorising the fringes of the bubble. Out here, you can imagine what the deepest, darkest inhabitants do to it. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, some poor sap called High Coulthard famously cashed in his ticket running into the Phagos. I was never heard from again. People whisper, not being home tree for that evening's dinner. Ah, I don't like this. This is horrible. Yeah, they're no nice people there. Right, okay, where's the quiz? Ma looked after the brood record show that kept to herself. We used to play loud classical music during the day. Neighbours making complaints all the time. Like a dream family. Anyway, onwards to Meraski. Meraski. Alright, where are we going now? 90, 105, 90. Let's see. Get the old. this in Python, maybe. Character 90. Okay, so it's a Z. It's 9. Back to the what is it?
Drive assist off.
I bet it's close as well. It's over there. Oh.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive.
Right. That was the second one.
Fuel scoping. Fuel sync disengaged.
Beacon. So far, so good. Oh, come on, sticky mouse. Really? Getting annoyed now. Next. They're eating people. Ugly place, stupid name too. They say this is where the Conclaves got their first taste for murder and flesh. Put a story like this out. Cargo pilot Stu. I really don't want to read this. Well, Jessup, you have a funny, strange sense of humour. Alright, this one is Dumney. Ugh. To get the reward at the end of this, you have to finish it before the 3rd of November. It doesn't look too time consuming. Compass. Beacon. Oh. Wonder if I can hack the beacon with a surface scanner. Oh, don't crash, please. Imagine just being out there all alone, minding your business, mining for ore, then oh, out of the Out of the black comes a flotilla of maced up ships. History doesn't remember the victims, history remembers the monsters. Very true. This one, 66. Brigul. Brigal? Brigul. There we go. Let's read this.
Frameshift drive charging.
In here, once we arrive at the Brigel system, the point of interest is known as a curious ship debris.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, there's weird going on here. Conflict. 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 Uh-oh. Okay. Scanning there. Lots of fighting. Lots of fighting going on here. Number 5. 5 is the one we were looking for. There it is. Definitely serious need to make something to get some of the old ships back in the game, or they're just going to be unused, forgotten about. Maybe that's the idea, right enough. Maybe that's the idea. What have I to do here? Debris field, scan the middle. Right. Oh. Gonna get attacked. Gonna jump in here and something will shoot us. Uh-oh. It's in a bit of a mess, don't you think? Get log uplink. Be cool gameplay if they could do more with it, wouldn't it? Come on, mouse, don't fuck about. Okay. Hello, number 5. That took a while. This is okay, a bit weird. The sensor's just picking up echoes. As if I'm being pinged by another ship, but there's nothing out. Lights. Sightings of multiple ships in the area, all decked out like raiders. Time to close in on the call games. 74.97. That one saying. Gabaja. Gab.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, there it is there, right away. That's handy. Let's close that one. What is going on with the moose? Oh, it's in that's in the steroids. It'll be fun. Ooh, there's one piece of debris here. Hey, it's laggy. Will Jessup here and Macabre and Monster. I think I found them. They've found me. Multiple ships, no ship IDs, all with radar kits. None of them looks something. Oh, gross. Gross. The mention of the Faros treasure clan is curious. Very little is known about them, as they have only been mentioned twice before. Once near the end of Galnet from the 12th of April, BC07, and once in an abandoned settlement, Holloway Bioscience Research. Finished. That. Rewards. 40 million credits, 4 ship paint jobs, Asp Explorer, Python. Trickster Apple set. Trickster Apple set, what the hell is that? I think we're done, actually. I think we're done. Gonna head back to area. Don't think we're that far away from it. Over here. That's fine, damn splendid, really, that.
Frameshift drive charging.
You get a nice ship kit on an Asp Explorer. Wonder if I've got any of them. I need to check what I've got on the carrier and see if I've got them.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think it looks like they've sorted out the guide Old Virgin, because it was fine.
Fuel scooping.
Don't think I've missed a step. I never noticed how much credits I had before I started. So sometimes you get a transaction, don't you?
Fuel sink disengaged.
Transaction. Any transaction.
Frameshift drive charging.
We'll land at the carrier and we'll check the codex to see if there's anything in it about this Macabre monsters. The malevolent demon. giving you paint jobs for shit you're not going to use. I just don't.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Meant to type in Discord.
4, 3, 2,
That's that's okay.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Right, let's get rid of this crap we don't need anymore. I'm going to need to brave the weather. No good. I'm not flown the man. I'm not flown the. I've not flown the Mandalay for a little while, so that was cool. One SRV job and 2 scanny jobs and debris field, and the rest of them are just pointed at targeted type scanners. Old school planetary looking stuff. Coming up for 3 hours. Oh, it's just over 3 hours. This is perfect timing. Perfect timing. Because I think we'll check I've got these things. Make sure I've did it all right. And if not, we'll have to look and see what I did wrong and try again another time. I'm going to need to go and get some something to eat. I'm peckish as hell.
Welcome, Commander. A cell fire burning in the transit carrier. Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander.
I should be able to change the suit setup, I think. Oh. Wonder if I can do that in the ship. Or is that a That one of the consoles I need to go to.
Landing gear deployed.
Look, one of the paint jobs was a Python or an ASP. Got them. An ASP Explorer or a Python. Alright. If I've got any of these shit. ASP Explorer. 25 minutes. Good grief. That one's in the same place. Damn. That. Eh. Outfitting. Livery. Do shoot livery here, or do you need to do it on the foot? Shoot livery. Trickster Apple set. I don't know what that is. That's what we're looking for. Oh, I can't do liveries unless I go out. Let's wander around. At least we're on a wee ship. Don't need to run the whole length of the Panther Clipper.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
No gravity. No gravity. Look, lying in the ground. Any waste products or something bad. Follow me. Is this where I need to do it? I really don't do enough with this stuff. Loading saved commanders. What are you doing, game? Helmet. Emergency. Medics. Accessories. Yeah, no. Head. No idea how you deliver it. That's tattoos. Ugh. Okay, it's not there. I need to do that. Cosmetics. This is what I need. Oh, it's really laggy. Must be a lot of people doing this. Oh, oh, there it is. Trickster helmet. Crap, I've got here for this stuff. Like that. Mercenary rookie. There was one that used to be the old suit, the old space suit. Check the cowboy hats. A bad idea, I think. Man in black. What are these things? Ectoplasm, blue helmet. Jeez. Ectoplasm. Harbinger. Oh, there's different colours of Trickster. The one. Halloween. Oh. Right, okay, so we've got the thing we needed to get. Proven by the helmet the guy's got. Apparently, oh, what's this? Yeah. Oh, this stuff. Trickster left shoulder. Alright. Get out of here, go and spend money. Alright, let's call it a day here, guys. It's been a blast. We've managed to stream and no crash anything, which is good. So everything seems to be working as intended. I really appreciate you saying hello, Old Virgin. Phaser on Twitch. Oh yeah, FM Woody. Thanks for saying hello, guys. And I'll try and stream again. Probably going to do a No Man's Sky first, but for now, let's call it a day here. And WC's in game. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend when it comes. Jack Trice, hello there. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello at the end. Have a nice weekend, everybody, guys, and I'll see you next time I stream. Bye for now.